Hello, English learners, and welcome back to another episode of Mr. Language. I'm your host, Mr. Language.
And I'm Anna. Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, because today we're talking about a really practical and important topic, something that affects many people in their jobs, in business, even in daily life.
That's right. Our topic today is how to be a good seller.
Now, when we say seller, we don't only mean someone in a store selling clothes or food. A seller can be anyone offering products, services, or even ideas.
Exactly. Teachers sell ideas. Entrepreneurs sell new products. Even in interviews, you kind of sell yourself to the employer.
Very true. So let's break it down together. We'll talk about the skills, the attitude, and the techniques that make someone a good seller. And of course, we'll give you examples and easy English phrases along the way.
Let's start with attitude. In your opinion, Mr. Language, what's the number one attitude a seller should have?
I'd say confidence. If you don't believe in what you're selling, why should anyone else believe in it?
Yes, and confidence doesn't mean being pushy. It means standing tall, smiling, and showing that you trust your product.
That's a good point. Pushy sellers make people run away, but confident sellers make people listen.
Another attitude is honesty. A good seller is not someone who tricks customers. Instead, they build trust by being honest about what the product can and cannot do.
Absolutely. In fact, honesty leads to long-term customers. People come back to you because they trust you.
So, attitude number 1, be confident. Attitude number 2, be honest.
Now let's move to skills. Selling is not just about talking, it's about listening.
Oh yes, listening is so important. A good seller listens to the customer's needs before offering something.
For example, imagine you're selling shoes. A bad seller just says, "Buy these shoes, they're the best." But a good seller asks, "What kind of shoes are you looking for? Running shoes? Formal shoes?"
Exactly. Then you match the product to the need. That's smart selling.
Another skill is asking good questions. For instance, what are you planning to use this product for? Or, what's most important to you, price, quality, or style?
I love that. Because when you ask questions, customers feel respected. They see you're not just trying to take their money, but to help them.
Right. And let's not forget communication skills. A seller needs to explain clearly. No complicated words, no confusion. Simple, clear, friendly language.
So, to summarize, good sellers listen, ask questions, and explain clearly.
Now, let's talk about techniques, practical things you can do.
One classic technique is called the story method. Instead of just listing features, tell a short story.
For example, if you're selling a blender, you could say, "One of my customers bought this blender last month, and now she makes smoothies every morning for her kids. She told me they love it."
Yes. Stories make products come alive. People imagine themselves using the product.
Another technique is demonstration. Show how it works. Let people try. Seeing is believing.
That's powerful. When people touch or test something, they are more likely to buy it.
And don't forget handling objections. Customers will say things like, "It's too expensive," or "I'm not sure if I need it."
A good seller doesn't get angry. Instead, they respond calmly. For example, customer, "It's expensive." Seller, "Yes, it costs more, but it lasts longer and saves you money in the long run."
Perfect example. Objections are not rejections, they're opportunities to explain better.
You know, selling is not just about one transaction. It's about relationships.
Yes, a seller who cares about customers will have more success in the long term.
Simple things matter. Remembering the customer's name, smiling, saying thank you, even sending a message after the sale to ask, "Are you happy with the product?"
That shows you care, and people love that.
In fact, many customers return not because of the product, but because of the seller.
So true. People buy from people they like.
Since this is Mr. Language, let's also share some useful English phrases for selling.
Great idea. Here are a few. How can I help you today? What are you looking for? This product is very popular with our customers. Would you like to try it out? If you buy today, we have a special discount. I understand your concern. Let me explain.
Those are very practical. And don't forget polite endings like, "Thank you for visiting us. It was a pleasure helping you."
Politeness is always a good sales tool.
Maybe we should also mention common mistakes bad sellers make.
Yes, that's helpful. Mistake number 1, talking too much.
Right. Customers don't like endless talking. They want listening.
Mistake number 2, lying about the product.
And mistake number 3, ignoring the customer after the sale.
Good summary. Avoid these mistakes, and you're already ahead.
Mr. Language, do you remember your first selling experience?
Yes, actually. When I was a student, I worked in a bookstore. At first, I thought selling books meant recommending the most expensive ones.
And how did that go?
Not well. People didn't trust me. Later, I changed. I asked customers, "What do you like to read?" If someone said mystery, I recommended a good mystery novel even if it was cheap. Guess what? They came back. Again and again.
That's a perfect story. You showed honesty, listening, and care.
So let's wrap up today's lesson. What makes a good seller?
First, the right attitude, confidence, and honesty.
Second, the right skills listening, asking questions, and explaining clearly.
Third, techniques, stories, demonstrations, and handling objections.
And finally, building relationships and avoiding mistakes.
Exactly. If you follow these, you won't just be a seller, you'll be a trusted advisor.
Beautifully said, Anna.
Thank you. And thank you to our listeners for joining us today.
Remember, learning English is also like selling you. Sell your words, your ideas. So practice these phrases, and you'll improve not just as a seller, but as a communicator.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.